And here with us now is Adam Pickens, an associate professor and safety expert at the Texas A&M Health Science Center School of Rural Public Health. Thanks so much for coming on by ahead of maybe some of your travels, but really this is a bit, I know even in town, we all look forward to this time of year when the students are gone.
Very much so.
But really driving around town, I mean, you can tell people are either finishing up their holiday shopping or are preparing for those long trips, and preparation really seems to be the key in no matter how far we are traveling this week.
Very much so, very much so. Whether you're just driving around town, taking it easy, or you drive to Houston, as my family did this weekend, preparation goes a long way. As with anything else, preparation is the key to maintaining safe driving, safe trip, getting there, having fun with your family, and then safely getting home and enjoying all the toys and whatnot with the kids.
And we do have a lot on our minds right now. We want to make sure we pack the gift for grandma, that we packed enough clothing, especially if you're traveling anywhere here in Texas where it could be hot tomorrow and you might need those flip-flops and the parka kind of situation, things like that. But what are some of the things we can do to make sure, and I know everyone at home is probably thinking, I'm a safe driver. Hopefully you haven't been in any accidents, or you know that you won't be, and I think we all try to be as safe as possible, but again, we have all these things on our minds that any great driver can have a tricky situation develop easily.
That's very true, and particularly you mentioned it here in Texas. We have such extremes, and you know, really there's three main keys. I'm an engineer, even though I work at the School of Public Health. Why just talk about it when I can put it into categories? And you know, there are really three main categories that we can do to keep ourselves safe. Check your route, check your vehicle, and then check your supplies. And really everything we need to do falls into one of those three categories. The first one, we're going up to see my family. I've driven that route 1,000 times. Before I leave, every time I check either TxDOT or even something simple like Google Maps. They have construction updates, they have weather updates, they have any potential detours for you. I've driven that route 1,000 times. I still check before I leave. Check your vehicle. There's a lot of things, even on the clip that you just showed. Check your tire pressure. There's a lot of little things you can do. 26 cents will save you a lot of trouble. Checking your tire tread. And there's a lot of places here in town. If you're not comfortable checking your engine or checking the tire pressure or whatnot, there's a lot of reputable service stations or mechanics here in town that can help you.
And this is a time when I think we can maybe take for granted the 24-hour stores and even the convenience stores, because you think about, you know, if we are traveling just to Houston and you think of all the stores and gas stations and things you see along the way, but if you do keep in mind those holiday hours, they may not be open, or they may have just closed if you need some oil for your car, or it could cost you a little bit more if they are open. So it does seem like planning and preparation can go a long way.
Yeah, planning ahead goes a long way, and I know you know, checking your vehicle really gets lost in a time like this. You know, like you said, you're making sure the presents are packed and everybody has their gift and everybody has their jacket and their warm socks and their blankets and whatnot. Checking your vehicle really falls by the wayside. I know I've been victim to it. We had a flat, and a couple of years ago, my spare was flat.
Oh,
you know, simple things like that. Check your spare.
Yeah.
Things like that will go a long way. You know, when an 18-wheeler's passing you at 80 miles an hour on the side of the interstate, then's not the time to check it. You know, check it now. Just run out, check it. It doesn't take you very long. Make sure you know where all your tools to even get your spare out are. Simple things like that will go a long way. And
going back to the health aspect of it all, because you are with the health.
Yes, correct.
I imagine it's also important that you are well fed. You don't want to be hungry. You don't. You just want to be in good shape and alert.
Yes.
And a lot of that is going to depend on how well you are taking care of yourselves leading up to your travel and after.
Yes, very much so. I have a 3-year-old son. I can attest. Whenever you have a little one, you leave early in the morning. You leave late at night. You try to go around their schedules as best you can, but really for the driver, that's not the best thing. Make sure you're alert. I know everybody loves to have caffeine, coffee and Dr. Pepper and whatnot. Make sure you're alert, and sometimes the best way to be alert is not being overstimulated on that coffee.
That is a great, don't want to be too jittery.
Exactly.
And no, I mean, I love my coffee, and so many of us will be on the road, and we want to make sure it does not turn into a tragic time, that we all just have a great time. And we certainly appreciate your help this afternoon, and that you have a great Christmas.
And you as well.
And
have
safe
a Merry
travels.
Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you.